to see you. It's a beautiful surprise.
Pranam, Mamsi. Pranam, everyone. Yeah, I joined for the darshan of Mahaleshwar Mahadev.
Yeah, wonderful, Suman.
Yeah.
तो सुमन ऐसा है क्या यू जॉइन फॉर महालेश्वर महादेव और हमको भी देखना पड़ रहा है आपको मजबूरन? हाँ
नहीं
सुमन।
नहीं, अरे मैंने आज शिव सर को लिखा भी कि मैं सबको बहुत मिस कर रही हूँ, इसलिए भी मैं आ गई. आई कुड कम, आई हैड टाइम टुडे, सो
वेलकम।
थैंक यू मानसी. So I can't come on screen, but I'm in silent mode only here. Okay.
ओके सर।
And I'm really missing you, all of you. Thank you, Avinash.
बड़े बड़े दिनों बाद आपकी आवाज सुन के मजा आ
Yeah, मुझे भी अच्छा लग रहा है. Yeah, let's continue session, please. Huh? Pranam, Pranam Venkat.
Shivo, would you like to share about the Mahaleshwar Mahadev? You all have
या
recently visited, all of you.
हाँ, तो मुझे एक रियलाइजेशन हुआ वहां पर एक्चुअली. जो कॉन्शियसनेस है ना, वो तो ओरिजिन है ना. तो जो 84 डायमेंशंस क्या है और जो ये महालेश्वर है ना, तो महालय मतलब हम सबका घर, फाइनल होम. तो दिस इज द डायमेंशन वेयर आवर इमोशंस कैन रेस्ट. तो जो महालय से जैसे जैसे जब भी महाप्रलय होगा तो हमारे जो जो इमोशंस बच जाएंगे, जो अलाइंड नहीं हुए हैं, है ना, वो वहां पे रेस्ट कर सकते हैं. गेटिंग इट? सो दिस इज अ इमोशनल वे ऑफ कनेक्टिंग विद महादेव. या मानसी आप?
तो आज हम नॉर्मली एवरी टाइम हम जब आज शरद अमावस्या भी है तो हम लोग आते हैं, एकदम हाल डे भी है आज, तो फाइनल डे ऑफ पितृपक्ष. तो आज फाइनल जो भी पितृ है जो कनेक्ट करते हैं हमको ये 15 डेज में. सो अभी ये एनर्जी शिफ्ट होती है नवरात्रि शक्ति के लिए. तो यहाँ पे हम लोग फाइनल सरेंडर करते हैं एंड देन वी मूव टू शक्ति साथ.
Did you tell me something?
Yeah, so what we do, we should move to darshan. In short, this story में जो महादेश्वर महादेव की, जिससे कुछ लोग अगर नए हैं यहाँ पर, तो उज्जैन में 84 महादेव हैं और दे आर ऑल एंशिएंट टेम्पल्स. जहाँ पे शिव ने पार्वती से एक कहानी बोली है. हर एक महादेव की पौराणिक कथा है और वो जो स्कंद पुराण में है. तो ये जो महालेश्वर महादेव, वन ऑफ देम आउट ऑफ 84 महादेव, इसकी जो कहानी है वो बहुत ब्यूटीफुल है. और इन शॉर्ट में कहानी बताता हूँ कि माँ पार्वती महादेव से पूछती है कि जब प्रलय होता है तो आप सारे अग्नि आकाश, पंचतत्व, देव दानव सबको लेके कहाँ पे स्थित होते हैं, आपकी स्थिति क्या होती है?
बोलो।
तो महादेव बोलते हैं माँ पार्वती से कि मैं महालय में स्थित होता हूँ। और फिर महादेव ये स्थित स्थान बताते हैं उज्जैन में, जो महालेश्वर टेम्पल है। सो दिस इज महालय, डायमेंशन ऑफ शिवा, वेयर प्रलय के समय हम लोग फाइनल होम, जो शिव ने बताया। सो यहाँ पर हम लोग एंसेस्टर जो है, लिबरेशन के लिए बहुत बेस्ट जगह है महालय डायमेंशन। तो टुडे भी आज हम जो भी हमारे एंसेस्टर्स हैं, जो चले गए हैं, उनको हम याद करेंगे। और और हमारे इमोशन जो भी है उनसे रिलेटेड, या उनके जो इमोशन बचे हैं, अगर आपको लगता है, तो यहाँ पर हम सरेंडर करेंगे फाइनली, एंड वी मूव इनटू शक्ति साधना। सो शिव समान से
Okay.
Yeah, I think look good.
Yeah. So,
ओके।
I have often, क्या हुआ? So I've often thought of,
या
what is I've often thought of what is pralay, and I feel that it is one of the most compassionate acts of the universe. It is the most compassionate. I think about, we have all these patterns, we have karma. Think of it कि आपको वो ऋणानुबंधन है, वो attachments है, आप सालों से, आप सदियों से, आप युगों से वो चक्कर में जा रहे हो आप, right? तो you are playing those cards, that you have been given by life. You have been playing it, and you have accumulated so much, and you are working it out. और ये सब कुछ ना, आपको एक अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलती है वापस से, टू अगेन गो बैक टू दैट सोर्स एंड रिन्यू अगेन, लाइक बी रीबॉर्न अगेन। आई फील कि ये एक बहुत कंपैशनेट एक्ट है।
It's like the whole existence can now sleep.
Yes,
Everything can go.
and it can rest. It can finally, it can rest. And जो पितृ भी है ना, मुझे लगता है कि एक वाइब्रेशनल फील्ड से हमारा जो अर्थ है, वो उसका जो वाइब्रेशनल फील्ड है, एंड दिस पितृ वाइब्रेशनल फील्ड केम वेरी क्लोज बाय, right, for the past 2 weeks. And now again, that whole Pitru dimension is not just our ancestors, but everything, our whole past is also a part of Pitru, in a way. And again, we have this opportunity कि बाबा अभी आप सब कुछ डिसॉल्व हो जाए, जितना हो सके उतना डिसॉल्व हो जाए अभी। तो एक बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट अपॉर्चुनिटी है। और पहले ना मुझे प्रलय ना डिस्ट्रक्शन लगता था, मुझे लगा कि ये सब क्या है, यानी ये क्यों सब कुछ जो क्रिएट हुआ है वो डिस्ट्रॉय क्यों हो रहा है। बट नाउ आई फील इट इज सच अ रिलीफ। इट इज व्हेन द यूनिवर्स गोज इनटू शवासन। वी ऑल नो हाउ important shavasana is to synthesis. So this is a collective, Mahalaya is a collective shavasana. And I feel that is what we have an opportunity today. और ना हम बहुत बार ना वो ट्रांजिशन डरते हैं, तो वो भी डर भी हम ले सकते हैं, द फियर ऑफ डेथ, जो ट्रांजिशन का डर होता है ना, कि ये अभी जो भी चल रहा है बुरा है अच्छा है, पर ये चल रहा है, आई एम यूज्ड टू इट। एंड देन दैट एनर्जी, if we are ever scared of it, then this is the time to even feel that fear.
एंड जैसे हम लोग पूरे दिन में थक जाते हैं, जैसे काम करके, जैसे सी एज अ डे, तो हम जैसे थक जाते हैं, देन वी गो टू स्लीप एंड रेस्ट। एंड बहुत बार हमको ऐसा होता है कि हमको नींद नहीं आती है, बिकॉज वी फियर टू गो इनटू अननोन। सो दिस इज ऑल्सो डीप रिलैक्सेशन आफ्टर अ वेरी, जैसे लॉन्ग डे। if we consider it as a day, like तो जैसे मुझे भी आज लग रहा है, जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल के बहुत सारे सेशंस हुए हैं अभी, और तो आई आई फील, एक सेकंड, मेरी आवाज आ रही है? Am I audible? हेलो?
आ रही है, 3 आ रही है।
Okay. Okay, so yeah. So Mansi, how we will go about it? Like we do darshan and we invite our हम लोग अपने ancestors को याद करें, और कुल महादेव को भी याद कर सकते हैं, कुल देवी, कुल देवता, to be just surrender our emotions, और शवासन में भी जाएंगे क्या?
Yeah.
और
Or I feel, Shivu, can we take up fear of death also?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because one day we also have to
surrender
go
का like अभी
we
कितना?
also have to go to this lok.
सही है वो। ओके, सो मानसी आप ले लो।
Then
हेलो?
you can आप ले लो if you are in the temple only and if you want to. I mean,
सो कितने समय का होगा, लाइक तो कितने समय में शवासन में जाएंगे?
10 to 15 minutes शवासन, nothing.
मानसी, अच्छा,
10 to 15 minutes.
15 मिनट शवासन, और मे बी 10 मिनट्स प्रोसेस,
अर्थिन, आपको एक काम ये करना
20
होगा,
to 25
आपको
मिनट्स।
आपको ये करना होगा कि अगर शवासन के बीच में अगर कोई जैसे एंटर करता है ना अंदर, तो आप सभी लोग अपना साउंड बंद कर लें शवासन के जाते समय। अर्थिन, आप सबको बोलते रहें कि अभी
मैं
महाऋषि
उसको,
दर्शन और शवासन चल रहा है, वी विल स्टार्ट इन अनदर फ्यू मिनट्स, ऐसा, ठीक है? सो एनीबडी हु कम्स इन
शिव
डजंट फील
सर,
स्ट्रेंज कि ये क्या हो रहा है, कोई बोल ही नहीं रहा कुछ, ठीक है?
अच्छा,
गॉट इट?
तो मैं बोलते जाऊंगा, वैसे मैं घर घर के लिए निकल जाऊंगा शवासन के बाद, बोलने के बाद, तो आई विल रीच इन होम लाइक 10 मिनट्स में,
नहीं नहीं नहीं
घर
नहीं,
पहुंच
उतने बीच
जाऊंगा
में
मैं।
तो क्या है कि अगर आप 10 मिनट वेट कर सकते हो कहीं पर, तो शवासन खत्म हो ना तब तक कि
हम्म,
किसी को ये चाहिए कि कोई ना कोई ये बोलता रहे, अदरवाइज कोई नया आएगा, वो बोलेगा ये तो कुछ हो ही नहीं रहा है, एंड देन दैट पर्सन विल लीव, गेटिंग इट?
अ, हम्म,
चलो ठीक है, मैं करता हूँ दिन, नो प्रॉब्लम, जस्ट गो
ओके,
अहेड।
आप शवासन में चले ना, बस मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि यहाँ पर कितने देर रुकूंगा मैं, तो दैट इज द थिंग। ऐसे तो कुछ नहीं है, बट यार अभी
नो, वन पर्सन हैज टू बी देयर हु हैज नॉट गॉन इनटू शवासन।
आप
अच्छा रजत, आप कन्नी, आप
ओके,
भागो मत यहाँ से, आप, आपको तो पकड़ के लेके आए हैं हम लोग, आपको तो जाना ही है शवासन में।
शिव सर,
या
मैं
दिन प्लीज गो।
जैसे आई विल बी इन गाड़ी,
anyway,
आप
Arjun can
शवासन में
be
चले आना, मैं गाड़ी के
there.
बीच में भी रोक के मैं,
हाँ हाँ।
शिव सर आप चले जाना शवासन में, मैं देखता रहूंगा।
अच्छा ठीक है,
हम्म,
ओके।
ठीक है, चलिए, मुझे ना स्पॉटलाइट कर दीजिए। अच्छा, कल के लिए शिव सर, ओके, बात करते हैं। तो आज बड़ा अच्छे से सजाया है महालक्ष्मी को, ये लिंग बड़ा ऐसे, हाँ, अंदर तक है। ओके, चलिए दर्शन करते हैं और रिलैक्स करते हैं। हम जितने ज्यादा गहरे रिलैक्सेशन में जाएंगे उतना ही हमारे पूर्वजों को उतनी शक्ति और उतनी शांति मिलती है. So this is the first message I am receiving from Mahaleshwar. Relax and experience this deep relaxation. अपनी बॉडी को एकदम हल्का छोड़ना. सीधे बैठ जाइए बट एकदम रिलैक्स एंड हल्का. और जितने भी फियर्स हैं, डर है, पितृदोष के, डेथ के, बीमारी, कोई चले गया उस चीज के, या किसी के चले जाने का डर, जितना भी रिलेटेड टू डेथ, अननोन, जो दिखाई देती है डेथ जैसी, वो डीप रिलैक्सेशन की स्थिति को महसूस करते हैं. हम सरेंडर करके आंखें बंद करें. अब हम उसी डायमेंशन में जहाँ पे प्रलय के बाद महादेव जो फाइनल होम है सभी का, हमारे रिलैक्सेशन से ही हमारे पूर्वज को शांति मिल रही है. जितना रिलैक्सेशन में हो सके, जितना लेट को की स्थिति में हो सके, इसी डायमेंशन. हम ही नाव है, नाव बनेंगे अपने पूर्वज के लिए. अभी से रिलैक्सेशन में हम अपने कुलदेवी को याद करते हैं, अपने कुल महादेव अगर पता हो. आसपास जितने देवी देवता हैं जो मौजूद है महालक्ष्मी के दर्शन के, उनको भी याद करें. आपके सोल गाइड भी आपके आसपास, आपके पूर्वजों के सोल गाइड, उनको भी याद करें. हमें नाम नहीं पता, अननोन है, तब भी हम उनको याद करें. सबको दर्शन के लिए बना, उस रिलैक्सेशन के, अपने पूर्वजों को याद करें एक एक करके. वो जो पता भी नहीं है, जो सारे ही के, उनको भी आह्वान करें. और जिनकी मृत्यु नहीं हुई है, को रिक्वेस्ट करने के लिए मौका है, गोल्डन अपॉर्चुनिटी to surrender themselves to Mahanesh. किसी तरह की आपको ड्रीम आती हो रिपीटेड या आई हो पूर्व में, उसको भी समझ. आसपास कोई आत्माएं हैं, उनको भी हम सरेंडर. और जैसे जैसे मैं बोलता चला जा रहा हूँ, वैसे वैसे और एकदम छोड़ो. अब हम अपने शरीर को सरेंडर करेंगे एक एक करके, और हमारे किसी सेल में भी कोई एनर्जी स्टक हो, किसी पूर्वज की इमोशन के रूप में, बंधन के रूप में, वो एक एक सेल, उसकी जो ऊर्जा है, पास्ट की ऊर्जा, पूर्वज की ऊर्जा, वो सब सरेंडर हो जाएगी महादेश्वर को। अपना ध्यान अपने सर पर, और एक एक सेल को सरेंडर कर दे सर के, उस पे एक आसपास के स्पेस को कुछ ना बचाए, और उसी के साथ जो भी पास्ट की ऊर्जा है, इसी के तरह की चेतना है की पड़ी, सब कुछ सरेंडर, और हम शक्ति साधना में करते चले। एक एक शरीर का कर्ण शक्ति साधना करते चले। सर के पीछे वाला हिस्सा एकदम रिलैक्स, महादेश्वर, फोरहेड, दोनों कान, जैसे फाइनल धुलाई, दोनों आंखें, छोड़ते जाए रिलैक्स, और उसके साथ साथ सारी ऊर्जा जो भी स्टक है, नाक, दोनों गाल, चिन, गला, दोनों कंधे, चेस्ट, स्टमक, पूरी पेट, साथ में जो भी बीमारी पूर्वज की, जो हेरिडेटेड डिजीज जिसको बोलते हैं, वो भी सभी सब कुछ, और एक सेल से सरेंडर, वो भी सारी बह जाए। महालय, सीधे हाथ की उंगलियां, अंगूठा, सारे जो फैमिली के बर्डन्स है, कर्सेस है, हर्ट्स है, सब कुछ बह जाए। ये मौका है महालय का। हथेली, अंगूठा, कलाई, कोहनी, और ये एक सेलिब्रेशन है वो परम आनंद का। इस सेलिब्रेशन पे तुम सरेंडर कर, उनके हाथ की उंगली, आपको पूर्वजों का आशीर्वाद महसूस हो, क्योंकि इससे बड़ा पुण्य का काम, इससे बड़ा ब्लेसिंग्स कुछ नहीं हो सकता कि महालय में वो अपने पूर्वजों, उनके दुखों, उनके संताप को, जो चेतनाएं भटक रही हैं, उनके दुखों के संताप को पूरी तरह से सरेंडर। उल्टे हाथ का आनंद कौन? अपना ध्यान अपने buttocks पे, genitals, माँ काली को भी याद करें, और जो अनकॉन्शियस भी है हमारे कुल का, उसको भी हम ऑफर करते हैं surrender माँ काली के द्वारा। बटक्स, हम पूर्ण शुद्धि की ओर सीधे पाँव की थाइस, घुटना, घुटने के नीचे वाला हिस्सा, तलवा, उल्टे पैर की थाइस, घुटना, घुटने के नीचे वाला हिस्सा, तलवा, पूरी तरह से सरेंडर में रहते हैं कुछ। अब फाइनल सरेंडर, अग्निदेव को भी याद करें, और उस हवन में महालय की अग्नि के द्वारा स्थल पर डायमेंशन, मैं साइलेंस में जाता हूँ 5 मिनट्स तक, जिस भी कंप्लीट सरेंडर, जैसे अग्नि में उस परम चिता के हम सारे कर्म, सारे बंधन, सारे कर्ज, सारी वृत्तियां, हमारे पूर्वज सभी हमारी कुल जनता को नहीं, अब मैं मौन में आता हूँ। श्वास में चले जाए, आंखें बंद रहे। 10 से 15 मिनट तक एकदम सरेंडर कि महादेश completely relax, no movement, एकदम relax. करवट ले सकते हैं और वापस आ जाए। मानसी शिव सर
सचिन,
अब मैं निकल रहा हूँ सर।
हाँ यस, निकल जाओ।
Thank you, Atan. How is everyone feeling? Can you put in the chat? Or you can even save it. How is everyone feeling?
Beautiful. So
Yeah.
relaxed.
Wonderful.
Hello. Yeah, Shashikant is speaking.
Hi, Shashikant.
Hey, Mansi and yeah, Shivo sir. So I have one question. तो मैं जब ये मेडिटेशन मैंने स्टार्ट किया, ओके, तो आई वाज फॉलोइंग द इंस्ट्रक्शंस, राइट, एंड एट द टाइम मुझे ऐसा फील हुआ कि आई एम लूजिंग माय बॉडी, लाइक बॉडी मेरा एकदम से ऐसा होता है ना, सुन्नपन जिसको बोलते हैं ना, राइट, नमनेस, ऐसा पूरा बॉडी, मतलब आई एम नॉट फीलिंग माय बॉडी। सो इज दैट ओके? क्या मतलब ऐसा होता है कि ना? मुझे ऐसा लग
Yeah.
रहा था कि तो फिर एकदम से मैं थोड़ा सा घबरा गया, तो मैंने फिर वापस आंखें खोली तो उस समय।
नहीं, घबराने की जरूरत ही नहीं, ये तो बहुत आशीर्वाद है।
तो मुझे ऐसा
ये तो
ऐसा लग रहा था
आशीर्वाद
शिव
है,
सर।
ये
हाँ शिव
आशीर्वाद है।
सर। अच्छा अच्छा।
या
तो मुझे ऐसा लगा कि मैं अपनी
I
बॉडी लूज
think
कर रहा हूँ,
you're
आई एम
feeling
लूजिंग माय
numb.
बॉडी।
So that is
हाँ।
a different experience than numbness. You're not feeling numb. What you're
हम्म।
feeling is कि you're seeing yourself apart from your body also.
राइट राइट, तो वो इट्स
So it is
मतलब ये
not
पहली बार
numbness.
ऐसा हुआ, तो फिर मुझे ऐसा लगा कि ये क्या हो रहा है। तो फिर मैंने आंखें खोल लिया उस
एक
वक्त।
क्या है ना,
तो
आपका बॉडी से जब आइडेंटिफिकेशन होता है ना,
हाँ हाँ
व्हेन यू गोइंग इन डीप रिलैक्सेशन, तो ऐसा लगता है कि हमारी डेथ हो रही है।
हाँ, राइट
आप
राइट, वैसे ही लग रहा
प्रॉब्लम
था मुझे।
होती है नानी में, प्रॉब्लम होती है कि आपको
क्या क्या, सॉरी
डू यू
कैन यू
हैव
रिपीट?
प्रॉब्लम, डू यू हैव प्रॉब्लम इन स्लीपिंग?
स्लीपिंग में मेरे को जो सपने होते हैं वो ज्यादा आते हैं, मतलब ऐसा मतलब साउंड स्लीप जैसा नहीं हो पाता है, मुझे ऐसा लगता है
हाँ, तो वो भी
कि
वही रीजन है, बिकॉज यू हैव अ फियर ऑफ लूजिंग योरसेल्फ, है ना?
ओके, हाँ,
सो दिस इज अ ब्लेसिंग व्हाट एवर यू एक्सपीरियंस।
ओके, नाइस।
नेक्स्ट टाइम होने देना।
हाँ, मतलब मैं घबराऊंगा नहीं अभी। अभी
हम्म।
आप
शिवो सर जैसे ये बोल रहे हैं नमनेस होती है, आई डोंट फील नम, माय बॉडी बिकम्स लिक्विड, ऐसा फ्लूइड हो
हाँ
जाती है, सच अ गुड
ये
फीलिंग, इट
Yeah,
इज
yeah.
सच अ ब्यूटीफुल फीलिंग, मींस आई
हम्म।
नहीं
रियली एंजॉय दैट.
नहीं, मैं उसको नमनेस बोल रहा हूँ, बट ऐसा फीलिंग कुछ ऐसा ही था कि आई एम लूजिंग माई बॉडी, मेरे को
हाँ,
बॉडी में कुछ
यू
एहसास नहीं हो
यू
रहा
इट
है, राइट,
बिकम
आई एम नॉट
ग्रेजुअली
फीलिंग
ऐसे
माई बॉडी।
फ्लूइड में चेंज हो जाती है, और वो बहुत खूबसूरत
लूजिंग
एहसास
माय
है.
बॉडी का मतलब क्या है कि आई एम मूविंग फ्रॉम
हम्म,
फिजिकल एक्सपीरियंस टू सम अदर एक्सपीरियंस।
ओके, राइट,
So that is a blessing.
And today something so beautiful happened. Means before Atin could say ki come out of it, I felt like coming out. I came out of that Shavasana and I saw मेरे में से मतलब मेरी बॉडी ऐसे जैसे फ्लैट है, तो उसमें से जब मैं उठी तो आई वॉज लाइक अ कृष्णा, येलो कुर्ता, येलो दिस थिंग, एंड अ वेरी हैप्पी कृष्णा, and I just came out and I was there like, so it was totally beautiful experience today for me. Yesterday I couldn't do it and today it was so good.
I want to invite Hemal also. Hemal, it was her first synthesis today, and
Yeah, so
I think,
I've done Shavasana many times before, but today it was very deep and very nice. Only thing I felt my arms, I was feeling quite heavy in the arms, but the entire body was, and I was in a very peaceful state. I didn't want to get up. I was very happy where I was. But then I came out and then I just sat. So I don't know why the arms today were feeling very heavy. I couldn't, like, I felt like there was something which was holding them down, but the rest of the body was entirely, like, really light. So that was nice. And even I could relax my head and I was not in my thoughts. So that was good.
Even that is also experience of soul. As a soul, you are experiencing your body.
Okay.
That appears heavy to you. Yeah, Mansi.
yeah. I just want to acknowledge everyone who's written. Rakhi, Zenobia, Rashi, Rakhi, beautiful experiences. Sometimes there are some patterns that you will feel releasing. Like for me, my upper lip was twitching. I could feel that and I could feel it ready to leave and it kind of left. So I think everyone's looking very relaxed and a lot of people are feeling that way. So we now enter into a new phase. We have emptied ourselves and now we are in the process of filling with Ma Adi Shakti's blessings. Um, last year, I don't know how many of you were here last year, but last year with Shakti Sadhna, we received a message from Ma Shakti that she would reveal herself through the Mahavidyas. So we had not really studied or researched on the Mahavidyas till that time. So we waited for Ma Shakti to reveal herself. And just a few days later, Shivo's book was to be launched, Be a Cosmic Channel. I know many of you have the book. So there was, and then we experienced last time, we had done the same Mahalaya Darshan, but suddenly our Zoom went kaput and we had to regroup again. We were surprised because it was the first time almost that it had happened. So we were talking about the book, and Shivo asked me to pick up a page, and the page we picked up was, we asked Ma Shakti what her message was for us, and we got the page of value creation, the pyramid of value creation, and in that instant, a whole workshop was born. It is Shivo's favorite topic, I think, value creation, and this whole workshop was born on what is the technology of value creation. The Mahavidyas had revealed itself कि it is a technology. So science और technology का क्या फर्क है ना? In my understanding, science is observation of the universe, right? Anything you're observing what are the laws, what are the mechanisms, what are the processes. That observation is science. Technology is कि अभी ये observe किया है. How do we apply it? How do we apply it to make our life better? How do we apply it to make other people's life better? How do we apply it to make the world a better place? So that application is technology. And Mahavidya is the technology of creation. Mahavidya is a technology of manifestation. Mahavidya is a technology that we can actually apply. Because, QuantoLife is, we connect to the superconscious, we connect to our subconscious patterns, we connect to whatever we are observing, but it is also very practical. You can apply all this. That is what technology is. So today, so first I'll invite Shivo to talk about value creation.
Observation is
Hmm.
like a science. Observation is that whatever your karma is, that comes back, good or bad.
Hmm.
Everybody knows that, right? But the question is, how do we apply that in terms of making choices? So that is what the value creation system is, isn't it? We all know that whatever we give to life comes back, good or bad. But we are not able to apply it in our own lives to make choices, right? So the value creation system is a technology. Yeah, Mansi.
Shivo, I also want to make an administrative note that if y'all have, we have the Shakti Sadhna group. So if you have not joined, because that's where we will be adding we will be sharing our posts for throughout the workshop. And it is donation based. So please, you're welcome to join and welcome to invite your friends. I'm going to post the link. Abnas, can you post the link in the chat? So in case someone is not joined.
Just doing that.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Abnas. So in case you have not joined it, please do. So, Shivo, shall we start today with the inquiry that how do we create value? How do we make choices in our life based on what? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I want you to think of any choice, it could be as simple as कि there is a get together on my block, है ना? गणपति का मंडाल लगा है या ये लगा है, फ्रेंड्स के वहां गेट टुगेदर है, नेबर के यहाँ चाय पे उसने बुलाया है, or there is a exhibition happening in the city I like, there is a new art show, there is a new movie, whether I join this bank or that, whether I get this insurance or that. Think about your choices and think what makes you make a choice. Okay, we all have different systems. Whether we have thought of it formally or not, we have a system. I want you all to think what makes you make a choice. There are many reasons. Let's hear everyone's systems, right now. Okay. What do you think when you're making your choice? And there can be many, many answers. So welcome everyone. You can share multiple things. Yeah, Suman, you can share your experience. Yeah. Yeah. Let us finish this question and you can share. Yeah. So what makes you make a choice?
Hi, Mansi. Hi, Shivo. Hi,
Hi.
everyone. I don't
Hi,
know
Pooja.
this. I'm Mrs. Dhingra.
Oh, hi.
Uh,
Hi, Mrs. Dhingra.
yeah. So I don't know. I just feel that we all have that instinct in ourselves to know what's wrong and like what's wrong or what's right. But I think
Uh-huh.
so. Like most of the times, I think it is just a selfish, like what we want that it should happen, and we choose that. We know that it's not wrong. It may be somewhere, like we are getting benefited. Or, I mean, like in any way. It can be just emotional, it can be financial, it can be any this thing. But that feeling is there, like most of the people are keeping like that
So
self.
what I am getting, right? What I am getting, so that I make a choice, right?
We can make choice, like, and I think everyone knows that this is right or wrong, which way to go. But we choose. I don't know. Most of the time, I've seen like people choose what benefits them.
Right. Agreed.
Right?
Yeah, that is system people make choice with.
Yeah.
What are the other systems?
Renu, yeah. Renu has also said, Renu, you can say it aloud.
For myself, what I feel, my choices depend on the emotional, my mindset at that particular moment, and
Mm-hmm.
emotional and mental feelings, whatever condition is at that time, that helps. Sometimes the choices are just keeping in mind what will benefit me, and sometimes the mindset is ki know what choice will help the family or the whole group, or what is good for everybody. So at times those choices are selfish, at times those choices are for the betterment of everybody.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes,
Meena
Meenaji.
ji.
Yeah, something new I have learned of late recently, that we make choice, and if we don't make a choice, that is also a choice. I mean,
Yes.
True.
choice, not making a choice is
Very
also a
true.
choice, and we choose not to choose. So this is my new revelation to me these days. So just sharing with people. Thank you.
Very
How
true.
many we make a choice based on fear? I have a choice between, there is my favorite artist show is there, but there is someone, my boss son birthday is there, and I have a fear, or even my friend's son birthday is there, and if I don't go, she will feel bad,
Mm.
right? So, in fact, even more than the benefit-based choices, there are choices which are more choices based on fear.
So it becomes emotional. Fear is emotion, and like we are saying emotional, but fear is also one emotion. So we make
Mm.
based on
What I'm saying,
fear emotion.
the greed-based choices, there are more choices that are fear-based with people.
Mm.
Yeah, I totally agree, because sometimes you don't want to say something. Like sometimes I might not like someone, and I can easily say, no, you're absolutely wrong. But then when you're sitting, you just feel, okay, you don't want to lose out. It can be with the kids, it can be with your best of friends, and like even if your kids are doing something, so you just feel, oh, the kids might, what will they think about me as a parent, or like spoiling a relationship. So somewhere down the line, yes, I think uh, Shivoji, like I totally, I mean, agree with that. Like yes, I think fear is you have pinned it up for me. Like fear is the one, like reason, like what makes us, like think about like our choices.
I am also surprised that how little we think what is our system of making choices, right? Because we make so many choices. The the whole day we are continuously making choices. Like right now also I'd asked a question and then I saw Suman's message. So again I have to make a choice, right? In that instant also, that okay, I have already asked the question, people are thinking, do I do this or this, right? But we have not thought about what is our system. You
A
know,
system is coming, Mansi, like it's there, you know, like again, as
right.
Shiv said, that fear, you know, because half the time we're just, you know, sitting
Suman,
quietly and not saying that maybe, oh, you know, like what we are going to say, will people approve of it or will not, they not
right.
approve of that? So
And
again, the
fear,
fear, you know.
right. And fear is one of the ways politics works. If you see, fear-based politics seems to work sometimes better than uh,
Greed based. Greed based.
optimism-based politics or this. We have seen demonstrations of that in so many places, that fear-based politics works. So that is one system. So there are many systems. Like every time you are like, for example, if you want to go see a movie, you're not making it on fear. You're
Yeah,
making it
not
on
every
because it
time,
makes
because
you
it
feel
can be
good.
just for the
So there are
like
many,
for the good of the society also, like
right,
because our Hinduism teaches us that, you
right,
know, like
right, right, right.
Sarve Bhavantu Niramiya, you know, Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina. So, you know, we are praying for the whole world. Definitely that philanthropic, that feeling is always there. I
So
mean,
they are
but
like, there are
day-to-day,
also choices. So there is a greed based choice, benefit based. There is a fear based choice. There is also a moral based choice,
yes,
Yes.
moralistic,
yes.
right?
Yeah, that's how
That
we
first
instill
I have
values
to go, I have to care
in
for
our
my
kids.
family. So I'll go for my niece's birthday, even if I have to miss something very important.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
There is the follow your heart choice. A lot of people say that, just follow your heart.
So your bliss.
Yeah, follow
Yes,
your bliss.
nowadays a lot, especially with the youngsters, they say we have got only one life. So
Yeah,
enjoy,
YOLO.
enjoy.
YOLO. So that is the term that all the youngsters use these days,
Yeah.
YOLO. You only live once. So
So
YOLO is the new catchphrase. I was
yeah,
like, what is the YOLO business? So they are following the YOLO system, right?
so yeah. So that's there.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
there-
some people are
So there is
very
a again. So right when you are talking about the youngsters' choices, Sanaya just joined. So maybe you can repeat it.
Hi, Sanaya. Sanaya, so I recently
Hello.
came across the YOLO, you only live once concept, that it seems to be very trending, that this is the system of choices that many of the youth want to follow. Are you, do you all use this
I,
phrase
I, we
in your
don't use this phrase, but I like the thought of it. Like we don't use this phrase as much, but
yeah.
isn't it true? Like you only live once, then make up to it completely.
yeah,
And
but
Mansi,
here I would just add one thing. Sorry. I'll if
The
somebody
the
wants to.
trap of this is the trap of this system is you never make difficult choices and you never evolve, and you fall into a very easy life where you accomplish nothing, and then you end up repenting. What do you say, Sanaya?
Probably, yeah.
one thing is true, that we live the moment only once. Like this moment can only be lived once, right? Then the
But
next moment is
Mansi,
like,
here I'll like just like to add something, you know, like initially, like even in like our parents and all, even everybody knew that they're going to live one life. So they insisted, you know, that you do good for the society, you know, because this is the human like body you have got, you know, after so many evolutions, you know, is it कि कितने लाख योनियों के बाद आपको ये मनुष्य you know, like मिला है शरीर. So, you know, like work for the best, you know, like and do more for the society. But nowadays it is just about me, mine, myself, you know, everything is just me, mine. Nothing about anybody else, you know. So everybody is living their own lives, but somewhere down the line, you know, the value system again will say, you know, like it is, I mean, like for us, we'll say it is degrading. because you're not thinking about anybody else except you. So and for the youngsters, they feel ki you people are crazy, you know, like why you're thinking about other people. Think about yourself first, put yourself first, and then there's another interpretation हो कि भगवान बोलते हैं अपने को सबसे पहले अपनी पूजा करो. So again, you know, like I find Gita very difficult to understand because you can put it in any way, you know. तो बोलते हैं
There
अपने
are
को देखो.
contradictions.
Yeah,
There
तो
seems
अपने
to
को
be
देखो.
contradictions.
So you really do not know. I mean, sometimes you just feel confused. कि अपने को देखो, दूसरों को देखो, किसको देखो, कहाँ जाओ, you know. That kind of dilemma is always there, you know.
So the
So it's
value based, value creation system is much beyond the moralistic system.
but aren't
Moral.
they interconnected?
One minute, please. Morals keep changing. Okay,
Yes, yes.
what used to be the morals 50 years back, today morals are different, and
Yeah.
we cannot stick to what the morals were 50 years back.
Yes.
So again, we are not advocating a moral base. So there is a benefit base, there is a fear base, there is a moral base, choice making, and there is also follow the bliss system. And there's another choice making system. I will do what the world is doing.
Follow the world.
Following the trends.
Follow
Following the trends.
Yeah. So there are traps in all these systems.
Shiva, what about it? Heart-based, like emotion-based, like.
So that is also a kind of a follow your bliss only, eh? Or follow your morals maybe.
Yeah. So yeah. Abnaz wanted to share something. Abnaz and Shiva. Then let's hear Suman's experience, and then we'll
Yeah, so
continue.
I
After that.
was saying that I know Shivu just mentioned that moral based is not, but I usually also do moral based, that if it's helping, or even karma based, that make a decision on the basis that if you're helping somebody or doing something and you're getting an opportunity to help somebody, never miss that opportunity. And in a lot of things of my life, even for my children, I tell them that, supposing for example there's a trek, it may not come back next year. So if, and there's only this one trek in the whole year, so I would say go for this trek now, because you're going to miss this golden opportunity. So I keep weighing a lot of things on opportunity. कि अभी chance मिल रहा है, कर लो, बाद में मिलेगा कि नहीं, don't know. Next year where you'll be in life, we don't know what circumstances. So I don't know if this is the right way I teach the girls. Or...
But the question is, there are always so many opportunities. Which one to choose? See, you can't take up all opportunities, right? There are hundreds, thousands of opportunities. Which opportunity to choose?
Okay, so this is exactly what happened today. There was a trek. I asked both my girls to go for it. One said yes, the other one said no. And I told the other one, go for it because you're going to miss this opportunity. Your sister is going. And the sister who's going had exam. She has an exam tomorrow. But she said, I don't care. I am going because I want to go for a trek. And the other one said, I am not going because I have to go for my dance class. And for me, that is more important than going for a trek. I said, at a dance class, so you'll go next Sunday also. Why do you want, you can bunk one Sunday, but go for the trek. And she said, no, I will go for my dance class and not the trek.
Yeah.
So you're right.
That again, it is a choice based on who am I. Maybe you can call it follow your bliss. Right? Yeah, Mansi, please.
So we will delve deeper into that. Suman?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, Suman, please share. It's all it's all part of it. Yeah.
Yeah. So today I felt very relaxed, and after 20 minutes I could come out of Shavasana. And I came here today because 3 days before, like I had a serious psychic attack on me, and I shared it with Shivo sir also. The point between my eyebrows, it was continuously getting pressed, like someone was pressing it. And I think it happened after I took Raki's land keys. And from there, something entered. And तो मैंने शिवो सर को भी मैसेज, I mean, I asked Ratin to ask Shivo sir कि, and he said कि नाग पाश का है, and he asked me to invoke गरुड़ देव जी. तो what happened that night ना कि मुझे ऐसे ड्रीम आया कि मेरा जो बाथरूम है ना पूरा वो तहस नहस हो गया, सब कुछ वहां पे मतलब जा भी नहीं सकता, वो हालत हुई. और जब मैं वॉशरूम के लिए गई ना तो मुझे वहां पे एक लिक्विड बॉटल में से ऐसे ड्रॉप वो नीचे गिर रहा था, ऐसा फिनाइल का था. तो इट शोड कि समथिंग रिलीज्ड फ्रॉम द बाथरूम, क्योंकि मैनी टाइम्स आई हैव सीन कि जब एंटिटीज जाती है तो वो कुछ कुछ ऐसा करती है. सो उसके बाद मुझे थोड़ा बेटर लगने लगा, द स्पेस गॉट क्लियर्ड. तो आज मैं बेटर हूँ, बट टुडे आई जॉइन जस्ट कि जितना भी अगर बचा, अगर कुछ रिलीज नहीं हुआ, सो इट गेट्स रिलीज. So
Really
अभी
so much appreciate. Yeah, sure.
अभी क्या लग रहा है?
हाँ, अभी बेटर लग रहा है. और बहुत इचिंग हो रही थी मुझे 3 डेज से. सो ऑल दिस एज आई नो इचिंग है, और अगर जो पुलिंग हो रही है थर्ड आई से, ये सब एंटिटीज का ही इशू था. एंड ग्रुप में अच्छे से रिलीज होता है इन प्रेजेंस ऑफ बोथ ऑफ यू, शिवोसा एंड नांसी. सो आई जस्ट जॉइन फॉर ये इसी के लिए. अभी तक लाइक ऐसा सीवियर एक्सपीरियंस मुझे नहीं हुआ आफ्टर लिविंग क्वांटो लाइफ, लेकिन ये ड्रास्टिक था मेरे साथ. सो आई हैड टू कम, और आज मुझे टाइम भी मिल गया था, तो इसलिए मैं सोची कि मैं ज्वाइन कर लूँ ताकि आई फील बेटर.
Okay, wonderful to see you back.
अभी मैं सोची ऐसे जब जब मुझे टाइम मिल जाएगा, लाइक तो आई विल ट्राई टू ज्वाइन. Yeah, thank you. And thank you, Shivo sir, for supporting and answering me. And yes, thank you, Mansi, you also. Thank you. I'm leaving now, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, Mansi.
Yeah. So you know, so just to give an overview of what we will do for the next 9 days. Every day we will look into a certain Mahavidya. We will look into what is the technology of that Mahavidya and how that Mahavidya helps us create value. There are 9 dimensions of value creation that we looked into. Shiva, shall we get into it today or shall we get into it?
मैं थोड़ा ये एक्सप्लेन कर दूं कि which group of people follow what kind of system. So normally, if we have a lot of fear, we are going to use a fear base. Those who do not have the fear, many of them will use the benefit base. Those who are very clever, Asuric type, they use an expanded benefit based system. Like a normal person will only use a benefit based system, like कि यहाँ मुझे 50,000 सैलरी मिल रहा है, यहाँ 70,000 मिल रहा है ना. लेकिन जो क्लेवर होगा ना, वो ये भी देखेगा कि कहाँ मेरा एक्सपीरियंस है, वेयर इज माय फ्यूचर प्रोस्पेक्ट, वो लॉन्ग टर्म थिंकिंग भी करे. बेनिफिट बेस में भी देयर आर लॉट ऑफ पीपल हु विल जस्ट गो व्हाट एम आई गेटिंग राइट नाउ, और देयर आर लॉट ऑफ पीपल हु विल say कि okay, what will I get over a period. Strategy based people, right? There are people who will follow the trend, the people who have very little awareness of who am I, they will follow the trend, and many of them, they will not follow the trend but the opposite. I shouldn't look bad in the eyes of people. कि ये कोई मुझे क्या बोलेगा, ये उनका
लोग क्या
सिस्टम
कहेंगे,
रहता है।
4
लोग
लोग
क्या
क्या
कहेंगे।
कहेंगे, 4 लोग क्या कहेंगे वैल्यू सिस्टम।
And there are people who make choices who are moralistic. They make the choices and then they will claim that they are moral people. Again, they are kind of लोग क्या कहेंगे उसी में है, या again they are not connected with their soul. They are making the choice कि in the eyes of people I should look good. They are also making the choices which are very short term based. I can go tomorrow and I can boast कि यार कल I went to orphanage and I distributed sweets to kids. Right? If you do it, if this is how you feel, do it. It is great. But sometimes people can also to appear more moralistic. And these kind of people will do X but show 10X. So these are the various system of making choices. We are going to go beyond all that and discuss the whole based system, value creation based system of making choices. In the times where, see, one thing is that strategy based system of making choices have failed today. There were a lot of people who used to think 10 years ahead and make choices. Abhi wo nahi chalta hai. Reason is very simple, because future is unpredictable. You don't know what is going to happen in next 10 years, 2 years, 6 months. So what is the point of making a choice based on predicting the future? Right? Also, so it doesn't matter whether future is predictable, unpredictable, but there is one rule we all know. Whatever we give to life comes back, isn't it? But then we don't know how do we give best to life. We don't know that. If you give X to life, 10X will come back. If you give 10X, 100X is going to come back. Okay. There are also a lot of cunning people who will exploit. They make the choices of what can I grab most. Even, that kind of mindset is there in a lot of people, most of people, where, for example, you are trying to market a product which you know is not really great. There are better products available, but you've developed a sales pitch and you are just selling it. That is also a kind of a choice which people make, where they are preferring the short-term gains over long-term hazards. There are long-term hazards of that, but they do not realize that. Okay. So we have a system which is based on karma, which is based on what we give to life. Life always multiplies, gives us back. But we have developed a system which is also very practical. This may appear very theoretical, and it's like you live a very moralistic kind of a life now, sacrificing, and in 3 lives from now or the next life you will get results. Not like that. A very practical system, right? That's what we are going to discuss over next 9 days. Yeah.
I have a question. That sometimes I have a system. I have my own inner compass, and my idealistic system, where I want to be here and this is what I want to feel, this is what I want to do, but I am here. And I feel that gap sometimes. Like I am not my ideal version. Like for example, uh, I feel that this is the value I want to give, or this is what needs to be done in the situation. But I am not feeling that, or I am not there yet, or I cannot be that good. I feel that gap sometimes.
Very good question. This is what is going to happen
Does
a lot
other
of times.
people also feel it? Do people struggle with this? Or am I the only one struggling with this?
Example is, very simple example is that there is a particular show I can go to, but
Which
I'm
show?
telling myself, यार कौन इतना झंझट करे, सोते हैं आज, right? I don't want to get up, let me just sleep. Simple example. So what do you do in that case? That's what you're saying, right?
Shiva, I was thinking of a more complex situation where, uh, you know, not necessarily like that would not give me any heartburn. If I wanted to, my heartburn would be if I'm not doing right by people, I'm not doing right in situations. Those would give me heartburn. I want to be a certain kind of friend, and I cannot show up for that one for some reason, or I am not feeling like that. That would give me
इसी
heartburn.
ना इसमें बहुत ही ब्यूटीफुल कॉन्सेप्ट जो समझने का है कि व्हाट इज द पास्ट प्रेजेंट एंड फ्यूचर ऑफ द सोल. Who am I is the past of your soul. Your soul has already developed. That's what who am I, right? And when you make choices based on who am I, those choices are very easy for you.
Sure. Who I already am. Okay.
Yeah, you can make choices based on who am I, and they will travel very fast. You can accomplish very quick. You will feel great about it. They are the who am I choice. That is the past of the soul. What is the present of the soul? Present of the soul is the observer. Okay. There is a certain situation you are feeling, there's a certain situation you are in, and you are in observation of that. That is the present of the soul. Value creation is the future of the soul. You are not that yet, but you can become that. So on the value creation, there are times you will not feel like it. Okay, because you have not yet become that. But if you see, if you are making choices just based on who am I, then you will remain stuck where you are.
Oh,
You will
okay.
not grow. You will not grow.
That is a very stagnant plateau kind
Yeah,
of comfort zone.
yeah, it's a comfort zone.
Okay.
So who am I is sorry, the value creation is uncomfortable because you are not yet that, right? So you have to act in spite of your uncomfortableness, because that is how you are creating your soul. That is a path of evolution. So I always tell people, in every choice you make, there is going to be who am I, okay? There is going to be who am I not. I want to become. That is also going to be there. So when you have made a choice where there is who am I, that's easy for you. Who am I not is difficult for you. When it is difficult, you are going to have emotions. Like you will have fear, you will feel like, oh, I'm such a waste, I don't know anything, or whatever, right? You are going to have emotions. So you need to observe that. If there is a value creation choice, go for it.
So you said
And
past,
whatever
future.
emotions are coming up, be in observation of it. Just because certain emotions are stopping you, do not stop yourself from making that choice. You're getting it? Yeah, Mansi.
What about the present? So you said past is who am I? That is your comfort zone. You can make good choices, but you will stay stagnant there. Future is value creation. You might feel extremely uncomfortable, extreme fear, all the emotions will get triggered, right? Whichever is
That is the
get
present.
triggered in spite.
That is
So
the
what
present.
about the present? You are an observer. So how is present like?
You have made a choice. This is what I will do. Okay. And right now the emotions have come up that are stopping you. You got to be in observation of that.
Okay. And what is the present? Present is an observer.
That is,
Like,
yeah, present is the observer. Yeah, Lata.
okay. Yes.
Actually, Shivo, what you said now is almost what I wanted to ask. You have already gone there and sort of explained. But I'll just tell my question still. Is sometimes in terms of a situation, what comes to us is also part of who am I, right?
Yeah.
It comes to us as because we operate from that who am I. But looking at the situation, sometimes if it has to be a quick decision, it's possible that we might take a decision weighing everything for the good, we're trying to create value, fine. But in spite of all that, it can go wrong.
See, one thing I would say is ki whenever you are going for highest value creation, like there is a concept I very often discuss, output to input ratio. Okay.
Yes.
You will realize that the highest output to input ratio will come when you are acting in accordance with who am I. Okay.
Okay.
I am
Shivo,
not
can
saying
you
that I
explain?
am not saying that
Shivo,
don't make choices based on who am I. I am not saying that. Yeah, Mansi.
Shivo, can you explain the output? Sorry to interrupt, but can you explain the
Yeah, yeah.
output to
Yeah,
input
I
ratio?
think that
Because
maybe we
we
will
have many times, but there are new people. There are new
no,
people.
Yeah.
So
yeah, but I think we need to discuss all the 9 dimensions. Then we can understand output to input, है ना?
I see. Okay.
But
Yes.
output to input ऐसा समझ लो आप कि for example, very simple language, you do a certain work and by spending 5 hours, you will earn 10,000 rupees, right? And in another work, in 5 hours, you will spend and you will earn 15,000 rupees. So you will choose to earn 15,000. But that's a very simple system where you are only taking into account the earning. And that's what a lot of people do. कि मुझे महीने में सैलरी कितनी मिलेगी, ज्यादा मिलेगी उधर करूंगा. A very simple system. But the output to input ratio I'm explaining is a very comprehensive value output to input ratio. Very comprehensive. It takes into account so many different factors. It takes into account the 9 dimensions. Right? So, what I was saying, the highest output to input ratio, you will always get in harmony with who am I. So, I am not saying do not make choices based on who am I. What I am saying is, there are no choices in life which are purely based on who am I. No choices. And that is why a lot of young people are making a lot of mistakes. Bad choices. Because who am I? I enjoy fashion designing. So I open my own boutique. Great choice. But then I realized I also have to do accounts. I also have to coordinate with the all those
Mod-
artisans, right? I also have to listen to the customer complaints. So one day I will tell, I am no more enjoying it, so I close my business. Here, what you have done, you have made the choices purely based on who am I, right? You have not taken into account that whatever learnings you will make is actually the evolution of your soul. You're getting it. So in value creation, yes, we go in accordance with who am I, but we also say there are a lot of things here. Maybe the 40% will be who am I, 60% is I have to do where I am creating a lot of value, but that's not who I am, and there is going to be trouble. It's going to be difficult for me. I will go through a lot of emotionally difficult phases, right? Or challenges, but I still choose it. So for
Okay.
those people who are very soulful people, who are in the state of who am I, for them the value creation system is the practical system of choices. Because there are no choices of pure who am I. There is not a single choice you will have in life which is pure who am I. Life doesn't give you those choices. Otherwise, you will remain stuck.
So
Getting it?
that requires courage also, right? Somewhere you need that courage, no, to stand by, go into an uncomfortable.
Evolution of soul requires courage.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
Shivu,
So
when you say,
popularity will not work. Thank you. Sorry.
no, go ahead. Shivu, when you mention who am I not, okay? So one thing is very, in that also I see two branches. One is who am I not means I'll be like, okay, I am not a person who enjoys just social networking on the surface as much. So this is not who I am. But there is also a part, who am I not yet? Okay. Like I want to be like, because when you talk about value creation and you talk about uncomfortable, like I am not that person yet, but that is a trajectory of my soul, and that's why all these emotions, this triggering is happening.
Aware that I want to learn this. Then you are already making choices in that direction. There are times where you may not have decided to learn that, to grow in that direction, but combining with your who am I, there is a huge value you can create if you go in that direction, and you haven't thought of evolving in that direction, so you still do it. Because there is a huge value creation there, huge output to input ratio. Getting it?
So is that also a category that who am I not yet, and we kind of move towards that, or no? We don't know
Yeah,
that.
this value creation is a way through which we can move into the domains of who am I not yet, or I haven't even thought that I will be that.
Hmm.
Again, the system is output to input ratio. See, where who you are not, you will have to make more effort. So your input is higher, right? So if you choose a lot of activities which you are not, then there is a huge input. Effort input is very high and the output will not be that high. So it's a low output to input ratio. So you will not choose that.
Hi, Shivu,
You are
can I
getting,
ask a question?
yeah, please.
Yeah, though it sounds very silly, but I want to know, like, when we are talking continuously about value, but what are values? Like, my value
So
might
that's
be
what
different
we
from
discuss
your value.
over 9 days. That's what we are going to discuss over 9 days.
Okay, because everybody has a different value system,
No,
like
no, we will discuss the
choices.
9 of value creation.
Okay.
Today is the day of Kali. It is the day of Mahalaya,
Kali,
and
before you discuss Kali, can you describe in short what is the value creation system? What are the 9 dimensions? Very short.
Okay. So this is from Shivo's book. If you have his book, the page, I just had the page with me. It is there is pyramid of okay, yeah. There is page number 493. If you all want to look at the book or yeah. So the 9 dimensions of value creation we are going to discuss is even those 9 dimensions are into 3 categories. Okay. One is creating value for yourself. Okay. That is one category. In that category of creating value for yourself, Shiva is divided into 3, like Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, right? Shiva, okay, the other 3 set of categories, the other category is value to people in your ecosystem. Okay, so if you're in your office, so these are all ecosystems: your office, your family, your friends group, your housing complex, these are all ecosystems. What value you're creating there? And the final set of 3 is creating value for the whole. What are you giving to the cosmos? Even beyond these systems, these ecosystems, beyond yourself, you're creating that is for the benefit of, of the whole. So these are the 3 categories. शिवो, इसमें मुझे एकदम से अभी do you want to elaborate on value to, like, creating value for yourself, the 3 dimensions? So okay, so one is worldly gains, है ना? Like Shiva said, no, the simple example ki I'm choosing this job because I am going to get more money here, I'm going to get more fame here, I'm going to get more, it's closer to my work. These are some of the worldly gains. Then there is one evolution for yourself where you're thinking, who am I? How do I evolve myself? Yahan pe I will get more skills. Okay, things like that. And then finally, your own spiritual growth, which is like, and we will discuss all these in details, okay, which is like the joy of life, the bliss of life, the, this seems like my swadharma. You will listen to synchronicities that is happening. So this is all, these are the 3 dimensions. This is for yourself. Okay.
So I
Now,
hope you understand one thing, Mansi. One thing I want to keep clearing,
yeah,
that value creation system is not a moral system.
yeah,
It's a reality based system. So it also takes into account what you are getting out of it. Right? We are not ignoring it. In morals, you always ignore what I am going to get. Okay? But to get something for yourself is also your own responsibility. Right? You have your life, you have your body, right? You have to be responsible to get what you really need or what you want. Okay? But even to think only that is also a problem. That is very selfish, and you get into a trap of selfishness there. So value creation system is a one where you are selfish and selfless both at the same time. Right? Yeah, Mansi, आप और explain करना चाहती हो? Yeah.
हाँ, मैं next फिर value creation for ecosystem आ जाऊं क्या?
Yeah.
Yeah. So value creation for ecosystem, again, Shiva has, he has called these 3 different things Brahma, Vishnu, and Mahesh. So, one is we are creating value for the different people in your ecosystem. So, for example, in your family, right, you have your children, you have your parents, you have your this. So, for each individual, you're creating value. If you consider family ecosystem, if you consider office ecosystem, you're creating value for your clients, you're creating value for your employees, you're creating value for your bosses. Okay, so you're creating value for all the individual members. Then one is you're contributing to the growth of that ecosystem, not just individuals, but the ecosystem itself. So for example, in family, you brought a resource, like you brought a new storage space, you invested in some you created education funds for all your grandchildren. So you are contributing to the growth of your ecosystem. Okay. Shivo, any other examples for growth of ecosystem? You can think of anything.
Anything. If you are, let's say,
Yeah.
you are part of your Durga Puja committee, for example, right? So you spot who are the valuable people there. You need to connect well with them individually.
Yeah.
And you need to find out how you can create value for those individuals.
For growth ecosystem, they can also be that, okay, in your office, you came up with a new software or system for organizing. So it benefits the entire company. You came up with you made a easier, more understandable internal process. You facilitated that. So it's a growth for the whole company. Everyone benefits from it. Okay. The third part is where you create a connection between your ecosystem, between one ecosystem and another ecosystem. So, for example, today Ami invited someone from her family here, right? She invited Hemal. So she's connecting to ecosystems, right? So that is a great value she has created. Anytime you are connecting to ecosystems, sometimes even companies will invite invite the employees wives and family, right, to a get together, because you want those two ecosystems, when they merge, they not merge, but even when they come together, they are creating great value. Some employers will offer creches for new mothers. They brought two ecosystems, the family ecosystem, the work ecosystem together, creating great value. Okay? So that is how you can create value for your ecosystem by connecting it, establishing relationships, connecting to other ecosystems. And finally, we come to the third dimension. So we had the self.
नेक्स्ट में एक एक्सट्रीम मैं देता हूँ, एक एक्सट्रीम एग्जांपल भी दे देता हूँ.
दे दीजिए.
Suppose for a political leader, the ecosystem is my country, right? So Hitler, according to people, Hitler created great value for his own ecosystem. Right? He said, we are the race of Aryans and we are the most superior. We should rule the world. And everybody is like, hail Hitler. Right? But he was destroying the relationship of his country with other countries. So sometimes the leader of an ecosystem can do things which will appeal to his own ecosystem, but the other ecosystems, for them, he is destroying a value. You are getting it? For example, if there are two political parties, I am doing something for my party which is good. People in my party will love it. But I am also acting in a way which harms the other party. Right? So I am trying to extract. ये बहुत आसुरिक है, ये जो एस्पेक्ट है ना, बहुत ज्यादा आसुरिक. जो बड़े वाले जो असुराज होते हैं ना, वो हमेशा यहाँ प्ले करते हैं. They will try to extract from other ecosystem into their own ecosystems, try to destroy the other, and then tell people, listen, this is what I've done great for you. And in that process, they gain a kind of a position where they can even begin to exploit their own people. You're getting it, Mansi?
Yeah, so it's a major value deletion. Na? It's very asura. Value deletion is a very asura-like quality. है ना? Whether तो ये जैसे value creation है ना, वैसे value deletion भी है. right, Shivo? There is a system of value deletion. That is if value creation is a deva, then value deletion is a asura. And we also have to look at what value deletions that we might be doing.
That is a value destruction. Yeah.
Yeah, value deletion. Yeah. So those are the asuras, and asuras are sometimes not out. They are out there, but they're also in us, right?
And no, they are part of, this is so much part of corporate strategy.
Yeah.
Not just to do well for yourself, but also strategically harm your competitors. And this is the source of biggest negative karma for people.
Yeah. Finally, we come to
only the countries, those countries which do not take into account. In fact, if you see the most advanced nations where there are the systems really work well, if you look at them, whether they call it or not, but they do follow in their own political systems, in their own various systems, and their people, they follow very strong value creation norms. For example, the top of the ladder today are the Nordic nations. If you see their norms, you will be surprised at how much of the, whether they say it or not, how much the value creation is so ingrained in their thinking. That's part of the system. See, why we cannot have the cleanliness in India? Because I am not caring for my ease, I threw something on the road. That was very easy for me. But that would create inconvenience. If you were a value thinker, you would never do that. Right? You would take little more effort. You will keep that garbage in your pocket, wherever, and throw when you see a garbage bin. It will require little additional input, additional effort from you. But for so many people, it makes things better. You can apply the value creation model anywhere. Wherever people can think value, in that housing society, the housing society will be better. That city, that state, that nation. This is the main thinking. In terms of government policies, what kind of government policies we need? The moment you come to value creation, no, you will become clear. The political leaders will become clear what to do, what not to do. But unfortunately, a lot of people who are driven by fear. So the value creation based politics does not work. But for us, we are at the forefront of consciousness. We need to follow this. Every choice you can think. Should there be a reservation or not? Is there a third way, which is beyond yes or no for reservation? Is there a third way? There is. Think value creation. What about the Hindu-Muslim conflict? Think value creation way. You will find a solution. The moment you begin to apply the value creation model on any conflict, there will be solutions. And there will be some kind of solutions which are very out of box. You have never thought about them. Every problem in the world can be solved with value creation.
We come to the final three aspects of value creation. And I like to think of them as questions actually that I can ask myself. So now value creation to the whole, right? So when you're making a choice, right? Ask that, is this creative for all or is it destructive? You know, this is a very Brahma question. Is this a creative choice? Is it a destructive choice for everyone? Okay. The Vishnu choice would be, is this increasing love? My action, you know, if I go to this party, if I go to this get together, if I go to this art exhibition, if I go, is it increasing love in the world? Or is it increasing hate in the world? Right? Is it increasing love? That is a Vishnu question you can ask. And finally, a Mahesh question is that, is this creating awareness? You know, you know, in Quanto Life also, we don't do advertising. We depend on, to sustain this. We trust that everyone who gets value here will call on someone who and connect them, you know, to Quanto Life. So that is why we have ambassadors. You know, we didn't tell Ammi or we didn't tell Pooja to go call her mother. This is how soulful organization exist, or this is how soulful families exist. This is how soulful communities exist. This is how, where you're asking these questions that, am I being creative or destructive? Is this going to increase love? Is this going to create more awareness? Will this increase awareness of my friend, my family, my community? Will it increase love? So these are the 9 dimensions of value creation. I don't know how you all feel about it, but I was really zapped, you know, and I think I was really shocked by how I've gone through lives, like through my whole life, making so many choices, like maybe 100 choices I make in a day, from what to wear to what to this. And, you know, am I even thinking of all this? At least for the most important choices. Shivo, this is my question. For which choices are we asking this question for are we looking at these 9 dimensions for every choice we make? Are we doing it for
Yeah.
important? How do we make a choice on
No,
when to
no.
apply?
Once these dimensions are ingrained, you know it. What is the output to input ratio for everything you do in life? You will feel it. You don't have to take out a pen and paper. Yes, in the beginning, maybe you have to. But after that, it becomes a neck.
It's 493, but there's entire, you know, I think 493 is where I'm, especially that page. But that whole chapter, and then there is a value creation chapter also, right? Then there is also a chapter on Zen Sutras for manifesting creation. But the page that I got that day was 493, 494. So, Shivo, it's the day of Kali, who's the first dimension of Mahavidya, and so we go into her vibrational field today. And I'd invite everyone to write their takeaways actually. Hai na, Shiva?
Yeah. Yes, please. Write your takeaways in whichever group you are.
Okay, whichever group you are, write your takeaway.
And just write my takeaway from today's session on value creation.
Yeah.
So that
Day
now
one,
this is also
day
value
one
creation
value
choice.
creation.
Now this is also a value creation choice. we could say that write it on the Shakti Sadhana group, one choice. But then most of the people from that group are already here. Yes, they will get it, is a value, but if you let it know on different groups, maybe they can also join this program. They will feel, okay, there is something for me. So there is a higher output to input ratio if you write in whichever group you are, wherever you feel.
Shivu, sorry, but did
Or
I understand correct? Do you mean that if I belong to 4-5 groups, say 84 Mahadev, Shakti Sadhana,
just
Ganesha,
pick
I
any.
can go on any group and just write there, yes?
Yeah. Just on any group.
Okay, thank you so much.
अबनाज आप टेरो ग्रुप पे लिखो.
हाँ हाँ मानसी.
And you are welcome to share also in some groups that you all feel this. Okay, it's not you can write in one group and then you can share from that in
Yeah,
another group.
you can also copy paste if you
You
wish.
can
If
also
you think
copy
that
paste
you
it.
should also another group, you can copy paste also.
We have somebody called Pramila Sharma also. I think she's new. Pramila, how do you know of Quanto Life?
Abnaz, she is Pooja's mom. She's been here
Oh,
before.
okay. Oh, sorry. I have missed a couple of sessions the last couple of days. Sorry.
No, that's okay. But welcome, Pramila auntie.
I was just identifying who from the participants don't have a book. So that's when I noticed a new name.
Thank you, Shri Renu. Can you all write Shakti Sadhana day one value creation? Can you just write day one value creation? Thank you, Rajat.
हमने के लिए नहीं बोला कि ऑलरेडी टारगेट हो रहा है हम कोई ऑर्डर किया नहीं
Thank you, Ami. I invite everyone to write, even if it be one sentence. I'm also going to write because you're really connecting to Ma Saraswati, you're grounding in it.
समझे?
Give a few more minutes. Um, Shivu, so we'll come to today's invocation and what are we observing today? It is 10th.
So, Masi, there is a fear that sometimes we do not make the high value choices because of fear.
Yes.
Just one example. Let's say we know that it is wonderful to invite people to Quanto Life. What we may have a fear. Today I can share anything here about my life. What if I invite my sister here? Right? There is a fear that then the space doesn't remain, you know, the space then has some issues that I will not be able to share them. Right? A lot of people can have that issue also. Are you getting me?
Yeah. Yeah.
That she will in her presence I will not be able to share. So now the fear is stopping the value creation. So everybody will have some examples like that, where we know there is a great value in this, but there is a fear attached. Can we have some examples from everyone where we are not even though we know that this is the highest value we can create, but we don't because there is a fear.
Yes, Rakhi.
Yes, Pranam Mansi, Pranam sir, Pranam everyone. Like day before yesterday only, my co-sister's son came and he's trying to settle at Bangalore, and Bangalore is a place where my Bua Sas lives, and in Ujjain only I saw her in the like part of the black magic issue where I got that child abortion. So like I was stopping him, and I asked my co-sister not to send him there, but I had a fear like. What will the family say, and what will his father say if I stop him from like going to Bangalore?
Yeah.
But I knew there is a chance of like getting affected.
Yeah.
So very, yeah.
And like अभी भी जब से like शिव सर शेयर कर रहे हैं तो I am feeling कि I can make a value creation in my family as I know about all the issue of black magic, but I have the fear how to do and how to go about it and like क्या
Yeah.
होगा इसका like
Always. Yeah. They can also blame you. They can also say, okay, what is the proof?
yes,
What is that?
but
Right?
yes,
But
I
we
can
still
face
need,
lot of issues.
yeah. And the God will help us in that. If you make the right choice, which is difficult, God will
Yeah,
help you. Yeah, Renuji.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
need a path for this. Like
Shivo, when you were telling just now Quanto Life example only you gave, and it happened with me today while thinking of sharing this thing in our other groups. I just shared with a group of my cousins and all. I have other groups also of Inner Wheel and Rotary, but there I didn't share because most of the time when we are talking and all, uh, people say पागल है ये लोग ऐसे. And I didn't want to call कि रेनू पागल हो गई है, पता नहीं क्या क्या
Right.
join कर रही है. A lot of them
Get
feel कि ये
stamped.
party से, हाँ.
Yes.
Yeah. You will get stamped.
So
You will have a stamp
then,
on you.
yeah, so I didn't want that on me. It means I want, and I know ultimately it will do them good if somebody joins, like it has done for me also. But that fear stopped me from sharing on Rotary and Inner Wheel groups, and I didn't. I'm being very honest, and
Yes.
because
Thank you very much.
and I
Appreciate
would
this.
thank you all because of
And
coming here
I'm not
for
even
this.
saying, that you do that. I'm only saying in the way of value creation, if there is some obstacle coming up, be in observation of that. That's it. That is
True.
what you observe today. And whatever guidance comes, you follow that. Yeah.
Mansi and
Very,
Shiv sir,
very valid point.
lot of people in Nagpur started like they have said like राखी पागल हो गई है मतलब क्या Quanto Life and all की like my guru who taught me, she's my friend who taught me Reiki, and she said कि 4-5 लोगों ने तेरे बारे में बोल दिया, you stop Quanto now. So I said okay, I'll not share anything now.
No, just take up this fear, take up this obstacle you have today. That is the
Yeah,
synthesis today. And the guidance will come.
okay.
Maybe you come to know that there was something missing in your approach. And you'll work on that. And maybe people will start up because of you.
Acknowledging. Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Anyone else would like to share? What is the fear that they want to? Sometimes you can't even articulate your fear. Sometimes it just makes you extremely uncomfortable, unbearable. Sometimes it's very unconscious. You don't even know the reason why you're feeling that. Even those fears you can observe. You can even take Ma Kali to the places where like I had this happened like 1.5 week ago where I had great fear. I didn't even know where it was coming from. I don't even know why it is coming, but it is there. And because of the fear, sometimes you make some you know, you may make some choices, or you may even if you're not making a conscious choice, that is what you are projecting, because that's what you're feeling, right? You may not, because people can even read that. People, so even that you can share with Ma Kali. Ma Kali can even go there to your darkest, where you don't even have that, you don't even understand it completely. You can observe that with Ma Kali. Even that darkness that you don't know where it is coming from, why it is coming, you know, those things. Yes, Renu.
Sometimes, Mansi, I realized very recently the choices we made in the past, they kind of come back to haunt us, because I will share.
Absolutely. Yes.
Because
Yes.
what happened in 1819, when I was the district chairman of Innerville, our district 313. So that time there were 65 clubs, which I had to take care of. And our district is from Pain to Nanded. It is in Maharashtra only. It is long distance. So I had to make visits as a district chairman to see how the clubs are working, and we check everything. And that is known as official district chairman's visit. So it was decided, it was printed in our district directory, everything was set. And then a very close friend of mine, her means she is like a younger sister to me, her daughter's wedding got fixed. So it was clashing with my DC visits. So what I had done, that time Dhiren was absolutely fine. So I told, okay, Dhiren will attend the wedding and I will carry on. And I went for my DC visits. The other day this topic came up after in 25 now, 10 days back. And then she said, oh, you were not there. You gave priority to your inner wheel. So I said, it is not a question of priority. I had already committed. I had certain duties to do. So Dhiren attended and I could not. Means you can't leave 6 clubs in just like that, just because you have a personal thing. And then also I thought what I did was right. Today also I feel what I did then was right. But my own son said that I was wrong. He said your family and friends, you have to invest in them. You could have told the club presidents, okay, I will reschedule, and you should have gone for those. And since then, I am totally confused now. Whether I was right, because
Sometimes,
whatever.
sometimes the morals, they start to dominate us. Are you getting me?
Mm-hmm.
So the moral could be that I should join the wedding. Sometimes the moral could be that I should do my work.
Because
So
wedding can happen without me also.
I invite you to look into if there was a moral that forced you into making a choice. See, if you are in observation of both the choices, maybe you will come with a third option. Most of the time, I always see that. There are so many times there are conflicts, but when I am aware of the conflict, I am in observation, a third option comes up, which will integrate both. And there are times where, when the choice is soulful, you know what you have done is right, then it doesn't matter actually who is saying what about that, because you are very clear this is what the choice you need to make. If there is a split at that point, see, the problem is at that point there was a split. If you are 100% clear, no, it wouldn't matter actually.
That is true, because I still believe what I did was right. But when my son told me, no, I made a mistake, I was just wondering, Means did I really make a mistake? Because I don't think I made a mistake.
See, I cannot judge. See, I'm not in your
Right.
position. So I
Correct.
cannot say whether you made mistake or not. But only thing I can say is, when you are in observation, then it is your soul that makes the choice or discovers the third way.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying whether you made a right choice or wrong choice.
Got it.
So you be aware that it is your soul that is making the choice, not your moral.
Okay. And when you say moral, it means log kya kahenge type of thing.
No, because this is what I follow in my life. This is what I believe. This is what my moral position is. This is how I am
okay.
known
Then
as,
all these things.
and I'm confirming to that. So in a way, yes, log kya kahenge. But it is
Indirectly.
more, I lose my upper hand. I have a certain moral upper hand in a certain group. And if I make certain choice, I need to make sure that I don't lose that upper hand.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Shivo.
Thank you, Renu.
So it's your soul that makes a choice, not your moral. Yeah, Mansi, आप कुछ कह रही हो?
So we should go
Anyone
into
else?
sentences.
I think
Yeah.
today's
Very
discussion, I was, in the morning meeting we were discussing that we had taken up the similar kind of theme last year, Shakti Sadhna, and we said we are going to take it to the next level. And today we are seeing actually, because I heard the day, intro session last year and this year, it's like way beyond what we discussed last year. So we really intend that this is what we do every day. So I would really invite everyone to listen to the recording of last year so that you're already clear when you come. And then we can take the discussion right to the next level. Anyone else want to share?
So I feel that it's time to go to synthesis.
Yeah.
Yeah. And today was the intro session. From tomorrow we'll attempt to go to synthesis at around 10:40. So we will keep that state of mind. And Shivu, would you like to? Kali is your favorite. Would you like to take the synthesis today?
Yeah, आप लो ना Mansi, आप लो.
Okay. Shivu, will we be also connecting to the planets tomorrow, or we are not doing that
No,
part?
we can
No,
just
no?
briefly, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I will go into the next room. Give me a minute. Okay.
हे घेऊ झालं कुठे ठेव तिकडे ना
I will take the names of everyone who's here. Today, a new vibrational field is being created of Shakti Sadhna 2025, connecting to our Guru Shivo, Mansi, Ami, Anju, Dinesh, Ela, Mrs. Dingra, Lata, Meena ji, Neelam ji, Rohini, Rajesh, Rakhi, Rashi, Shobha, Shri Renu, Venkat, Zenobia. Connect to our body. And connecting to all the people who joined today's session. So let us see if we can feel the space, a transition that has happened. And this transition we call Ma Kali. Hey Ma Kali. Hey Ma Kali. Hey Ma Kali. Ma Kali is in the space. How does Ma Kali feel to you? What is her color? Is she formless or does she have form? How far can you feel her? Is she close to you? Is she inside you? How does her presence feel? Are you embraced by her? Are you hugged by her? Can you hear her? Her sound. My dad's words are coming to me. Reza, छू कर उपजो संसार with from touch came the world. Can you feel her touch? Her sparsh. To your ma, the first ma. Can you share your fears with her? Take her to the darkest parts of yourself that you don't even admit to yourself. Things that you would have done that you may be even ashamed of. The parts you don't show anyone. I will be silent as you observe those incidents, those events, or those qualities of you, those fears, and feel those fears, whatever you're showing up, whatever time and space you are going to. Feel that in your own body.
उद्या संध्याकाळी जायचं मग. हं? नाही, किती वाजता जायचं? लिक्विड घ्यायचं. हं?
Is there a choice that you may need to make right now? Or a choice you have been thinking and you have a lot of fear? Observe it. There's a choice you made, but it is bringing up a lot of fear. Please go to Shavasana whenever you feel ready. Thank you so much for joining today's session. We will end the meeting now.